Welcome to Dublin City Centre, or Ballyochlia as it's known in Irish. I am here to have a little explore around, take in some of the festive vibes. This is my hometown, it's where I'm from, it's where my family are from, and so it always brings me so much joy to come back here. I am on the iconic Grafton Street, which is probably the most famous shopping street in all of Ireland, definitely in Dublin. And it is also home to one of the most iconic department stores, which is Brian Thomas. I would probably equate it to the likes of Harrods in London in terms of how famous it is here in Ireland. So I thought I would take you guys with me on a little explore down one of my favourite streets, and we can have a little look around and see what's on offer, and also just soak up the festive vibes. I think I've already come across some carol singers. Grafton Street is ordinarily a fully pedestrianised street, but they do allow for deliveries during the hours of 6 and 11 a.m. Obviously when it's a bit quieter, just to stock the stores, because I don't think there's any other way to get access these stores on the shopping street. I am currently outside Bewley's Cafe. Now this is a very famous cafe. Bewley's is a tea and coffee company in Ireland, possibly the largest, but definitely one of the most well known. And this brand has been around since like the 1840s, but this cafe itself is really famous. It's really beautiful inside. Definitely recommend a visit if you come to Dublin. We are going to continue on down Grafton Street. Now Brian Thomas is just up here on the left. You can probably get a little glimpse of the outside of the store. On the right hand side, actually, the black building that you can see is M&S. Now we have quite a few more M&S stores around, but certainly when I was living here, they weren't as common, and so I used to always pop into the one here when I was in town. They've got some beautiful window displays here at Brian Thomas. Oh gosh, look, they actually have some Fortnum and Mason products. Brian Thomas is actually owned by the same company as Selfridges in London. Both are considered very high-end luxury stores, and you know, Brian Thomas here in Ireland is certainly a bit of an Irish institution. So I guess we should have a little look inside. It's looking super festive. I do love gold festive colours. I don't know, I feel like it is quite synonymous with luxury stores. And I kind of just wanted to have a little bit of a browse around. I'm not really shopping for anything today. Ooh, we've got 50% off here on the sunglasses. Oh my gosh. They've got a nice selection. As you'd expect, you've got a lot of high-end brands like Chanel, you've got Louis Vuitton, Hermes. I don't think my pronunciation is up to par. We've got Celine, and we've also got Tiffany's. So I think we'll make our way up to the top floor, which is where we should find the Christmas store. Decorations are fab, aren't they? You can see they've got baubles hanging from the ceiling. So level 3 is where the Christmas shop is. Let's head on up. You can see there is a glass ceiling right on the top here as you come up, which is nice because it kind of brightens the store up. There's nothing worse than a real dark and dreary department store. Oh my gosh, look at these Christmas trees. And it looks like there is actually a bit of a discount going on right now, 50% off. So I don't know, maybe I should get myself a little Christmas decoration. I like this, the red and gold. Oh, this is gorgeous too though, isn't it? Now my tree at home is a bit of I guess like a winter wonderland type theme. So I might see if I can find maybe at least one decoration. Oh, I think we're back now into some of the gifting area. Let's turn around and have a look at some of the decorations. These bows are fabulous. Then we've got wreaths as well. Oh, isn't that wreath fabulous? I really like that. €75 for this one here. I do think it's really nice. Oh, they have Christmas crackers. Unfortunately, they're not in the promotion. I actually would have been tempted otherwise, to be honest. But I bet these are very expensive. Luxury Christmas crackers. €50. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love my family and all, but €50 just for our Christmas crackers. I mean, I'm sure they've got some really nice contents given that they're luxury Christmas crackers. But, you know, a Christmas cracker is a Christmas cracker, right? I think we all like it for the snap more so than the contents. I'm not seeing any decorations now that I am super interested in. For myself, there are actually some really nice decorations otherwise. Definitely a different colour palette. Lots of these kind of pinks and golds. But yeah, not really seeing anything that's more on the kind of like silver and white. I'll have another little look. Oh, there is this one over here. What is this? That one is quite nice, isn't it? But it is kind of similar, I think, to some stuff that I already have. This one is €7, so 50% off, $3.50. That's actually really decent for a really nice high quality bauble like that. I love these little bird things here. Aren't they gorgeous? Really sparkly, like in person. It kind of like looks a bit more expensive as well. And oh, it doesn't say what price. Oh, €8 for that, so that'd be €4 in the sale. They have got some Butler's chocolate, but we will hold off because we're going to head to the iconic Butler's chocolate store on Grafton Street, where I may just have to partake in a hot chocolate. And actually, they have got my favourite truffles here. These are, actually don't know how to pronounce them, the Charbonnel A. Walker. The salted caramel ones are the best. And here is the Fordham and Mason section. So I had actually no idea that this was even a thing. And to be honest, I don't think my family know either, because I know when Rachel comes to London, she's always given out that like we don't have the same sort of stuff in Ireland, but they actually have a decent selection. Now, what I'm not seeing is my favourite biscuits, which I know is exactly what Rachel would be looking for if she was here. Now, luckily, I did pick up some when I was back in the UK, so I did bring them home. But they do have a very nice biscuit selection, and they've got some of the ones as well that I think make really good presents, like the ones that come in these really nice fancy tins. It's €14 here for the clotted cream digestive biscuits. Now I do think that's a bit of a markup from what they are in the UK, but you would expect that given that they've probably been imported. So I think I'll head out the arches and out the doors. I'm going to now head back out to Grafton Street. I think it's time to head to the Butler's Cafe. I could really do with a delicious hot chocolate. It is possibly my favourite hot chocolate in the world. I'm not being dramatic, it genuinely is. We're coming back around to where we started off, and over on the left hand side here is the Butler's Chocolate Cafe. Now if you don't happen to make it into Dublin City, maybe you're just doing a little stopover in the airport, they actually have a Butler's Chocolate Cafe in both terminals, and I highly recommend popping in to get a hot chocolate or just some little chocolates or even a coffee. They do a very decent coffee in here too. They've got some very cute little festive gifts here. 16 chocolates. I like that they're pre-wrapped. I love me a little pre-wrapped gift. It's so handy. They've got all their individual chocolates here. Now, if you just order a coffee, you do actually get to just pick a little chocolate to have alongside your coffee. I love that they give you the option to pick whatever kind of chocolate you fancy. Here is the hot chocolate. I am actually so excited, and I went for just a little milk chocolate truffle. Right at the end of Grafton Street, you will catch our overground metro. Now this metro is called the Lewis. Lewis is actually an Irish word that I think means fast. I know the saying, or Lewis Losswork means fast as lightning, so I assume Lewis means fast. Now, quite a funny name for an overground metro that, in all honesty, is anything but fast. It can be quite convenient, especially if you're looking to go from one side of the city to the other or out to some of the suburbs. But yeah, I'd say it's more of a convenience, less of an efficiency. And now I am actually outside the famous entrance to St. Stephen's Green. This is, again, probably the most iconic park in Dublin City. So let's head on inside. Now, if memory serves right, this particular arch here is really famous historically because I'm pretty sure there are bullets still to this day lodged in these arches, because this was quite a strategic place when it came to the resistance forces between the Irish and the British. But it has been quite some time now since I opened my history books. This used to be one of my favourite places to come when I grabbed my lunch when I was working in the city centre, or even, you know, when I was in university and I'd pop into the city on my way home to do a little bit of shopping. I always like to grab myself a bit of lunch and just come and sit. It is always such an interesting transition when you're in the hustle and bustle of the city centre and then you come into such a quiet, beautiful, peaceful spot like the park. Now the park itself, St. Stephen's Green, actually has quite an interesting history behind it as well. Arthur Guinness, the man himself, the guy behind the iconic Irish pint of Guinness, purchased this land and renovated it and then turned it over to the public to enjoy. And that was in the late 1800s, around 1880 I believe. And so it's thanks to him that we have this beautiful space in the city to come and enjoy. It's also thanks to him that most of my work crowd that I was out with on my Christmas party night last night are suffering today. But as you can see, it's just a lovely spot to come and sit and look out at the ducks and the swans and enjoy some chill time, a bit of mental escape. Let's dip outside here because there is another iconic location I want to show you. I'm currently standing opposite the Shelburne Hotel. This hotel is over 200 years old and it's just also very famous in Ireland. It's got a great location right opposite St. Stephen's Green, and it also does a really nice afternoon tea if that's your kind of thing. I have tried the afternoon tea myself and I do highly recommend. I am heading back to my hotel to check out now, and then I'm going to shoot back to my family and all of the doggos. So I will leave this vlog here. I hope you have enjoyed exploring some of my favourite little places in Dublin, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!